Hi again. This is Chef Reese. The ingredient of the month this month is turmeric. Turmeric is a very healthy spice. It's been around for many years. There's all kinds of neat things that you can do with turmeric. This time, I made a nice chicken dish with the turmeric sauce and a few other things. So in the recipe, there's a chicken breast, there's ground turmeric, fresh turmeric. Fresh turmeric looks like a root, but it's not really a root. It's a yellow. You peel it, and it's very yellow, and it gives it a nice peppery flavor. Also gives it a nice color to it. Some of the things that it's good for. It's supposed to reduce the inflammation, lower risk of chronic disease, pain management, so anxiety, all kinds of things that people use turmeric for. Some people put it in their milkshakes, some people put it in their smoothies, just for a little flavor, a little extra kick to what you're trying to eat. But so it's one of those things that you can find in the grocery store. I found this one at Wegmans. You don't need a lot. So this recipe is a very simple recipe. So follow along. If you have any questions, look at the recipe in the ACF newsletter this month at our next meeting. So enjoy it, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you, and have a nice day. Here's the recipe. And the ingredients are as follows. You need 4 chicken breasts, half a cup of white wine, half a cup heavy cream. You need 1.5 teaspoons of ground turmeric, 1 tablespoon of fresh diced turmeric. Turmeric, if you don't know what turmeric looks like, it looks like a root. It's like a root. That's what it looks like. It's called turmeric root. You need 1 onion diced, and then you need 2 tablespoons of butter. The butter you're gonna saute the chicken with. Then I forgot, half a cup of chicken stock. Have the butter in the pan, so to this pan I'm gonna add the onions. And then I added the fresh turmeric to it. So right now I got the onions and some fresh turmeric in a saute pan with the butter. So I got 1 tablespoon of turmeric and 1 onion diced. I'm going to saute that for about a minute until it's a little translucent. As you can see, the turmeric is turning yellow. That's what turmeric's going to do. But this turmeric is very healthy. Very healthy. A lot of people just put turmeric in everything. I went to the grocery store to find some ground turmeric. Most of the shelves were empty for the ground turmeric. Okay, I'm going to season the chicken with a little salt and pepper, a little turmeric, fresh. This is a ground turmeric. I flipped it over, and I'm going to throw a little more turmeric on there. And I put some salt and pepper in there. So I move the onions to the side, and I put the chicken. I'm going to saute the chicken breast for a couple minutes, and I'm going to flip them over without make sure you don't get the onions and the fresh turmeric get burnt. As you see, I flip the chicken over. You just have to be careful. Don't let it, probably about 2-3 minutes on each side. Don't let it get too brown, because if you get it too brown, then the turmeric will start burning and pick up a completely weird flavor. So flip it over, just lightly brown. And I'm going to saute this for about another minute. And I'm going to transfer it to a baking pan. So I transfer the chicken into a baking dish. And this was left in the pan. So this is the onions and the turmeric. They were in the pan. And since the pan is not big enough, I kind of put the onions and the turmeric on the side, and I'm going to put them back into the pan right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the chicken and finish cook almost cook like 3/4 of the way in the oven. I got the oven at 490 degrees. I'm just gonna probably bake it for about 10 minutes. While the chicken is baked, I'm gonna make the sauce. Okay, to the sauteed onions and the turmeric, I'm gonna throw some, I'm gonna glaze the pan with white wine. And I'll make sure I get all the flavor of the pan. This is what we call the glazing the pan. So a lot of people, what happens sometimes, they take this and they throw this pan into the dishwasher and wash it without getting all the flavors from the side in the pan. So I'm going to saute it off. I'm going to add the white wine. I'm going to let that reduce for about a minute. Now I'm going to throw the chicken stock in there. I'm going to cook that for about 3 minutes. Let it simmer a little bit. And then at the end, when I reduce the chicken broth for a minute or two, I'm going to add heavy cream to it. I'm going to add about a cup of heavy cream. And I'm going to let this reduce for about 4 or 5 minutes. And then what I'm going to do, in about, after the chicken cooks enough for about 10 minutes, I'm going to put the chicken back into the sauce. I'm going to finish cooking the chicken in the sauce. Okay, see, as I'm stirring it up, let it simmer. The sauce will get a little thicker with the heavy cream. See, as you see, the sauce is thickening up. And it's like a yellowish color. That's the turmeric making it do that. Okay, the sauce is getting thick now, so I'm going to take the chicken out of the oven, and I'm going to finish cooking the chicken in the sauce. And I just took the chicken out of the oven. So as you see, the chicken is nice and golden brown. It's probably about pretty much all the way done. I'm going to take the chicken now. Okay, and I just placed the chicken in the sauce. So I'm just going to let it simmer for about it won't take long, maybe 5 minutes tops, because the chicken is already pretty much cooked. Hopefully you enjoyed the chicken in the turmeric sauce. And we'll see you soon. Have a nice day.